All right, so we're going to look at some of Texas A&M quarterbacks Marcel Reed's best plays from A&M's win against Arkansas yesterday or this weekend, whenever you were watching this little kind of film breakdown. I only got 5 plays we're going to watch. It was obviously kind of an up and down performance. So let's talk about Reed real quick for a second before we look at this film, which, by the way, it's broadcast footage. We're doing this the day after the game, so we don't have any All-22, so I apologize. We got to slow it down. Not the best quality, but I think it does a good job getting the point across. If you're an A&M fan, I think you take the W, right? You take the W with Marcel Reed at quarterback. And the consistency obviously wasn't there, but he showed good traits, right? He showed good traits throughout the game. It's just not consistent. And I'm some guy on YouTube talking about Marcel Reed. The coaching staff at A&M knows way more than I do, but they only had 5 attempts off play action, only 1 attempted screen. He was 0 of 5 of 20 yards or more, where the ball was thrown 20 yards or more downfield, right? So from my perspective, I would want to do a little more play action. You saw them do that play action at the end of the game. He had a touchdown off play action when they got the run game going a bit more. But I think that can help a quarterback get comfortable, right? So he's obviously way more consistent or way more comfortable running the ball right now, which helped them win the game yesterday. But I still thought he showed good traits, right? So with that said, excuse me, getting hoarse. With that said, let's go ahead and look at some of these clips from the game yesterday. This is the first touchdown pass from Reed. It's right after Arkansas scored their touchdown. It's a 58-yard throw, so more than a third of his yards. I think he had a $163 yesterday throwing. More than a third of his yards came off this touchdown. This is a good play. This is a good read going through his progressions. Again, he's dropping straight back. He's initially looking this way and throws to an open receiver for a touchdown. So this is a nice read, nice throw. This is like the good glimpses that you saw of Reed yesterday, looking through. Like his eyes are here, then you're going to see them eventually go this way. Again, it's not, we don't have the All-22, so we can't see the whole field. This is a good job progressing, scan the field. Notice he comes to the right side of the field, throws from the left hash to, I think, outside the numbers here, if I'm not mistaken. Again, broadcast footage, got to go a little slower. Okay, right inside the numbers. Still a long throw, and then the receiver is able to do the rest. So again, 58 yards of his $160-something, so more than a third of his yards came off this touchdown. This is a big touchdown. And I forget the receiver's name, but is it Noah Williams? I apologize, A&M fans. Someone let me know in the comments below. We put out a bunch of SEC quarterback content, so we don't know all the receivers and running backs by name. But he had a huge game yesterday. He probably could be talked about a little bit more of why A&M won. So first throw by Reed, or first big play by Reed, ends up being a touchdown. So touchdown number 2. This was off the threat of the run game here. Reed is able to keep it and run for touchdowns. This is him using his legs, showcasing his legs and his ability as a runner here. This ends up tying the game 14-14. You can see it on the screen, middle-ish of the second quarter here. And this is where Reed can hurt you using his legs. This is where you can really kind of dial up some stuff and center around the offense. A little quick fake here, gets upfield. Notice this gets everyone moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got 6, right? This is the only Arkansas defender that's actually even looking at this hole here. Everyone's moving this way and looking this way. Oops, sorry, I moved out of the frame. Let me put us back in. I apologize. But you just got one Arkansas defender looking at the hole. Let's see, can we play? Boom. And then he's able to get upfield for a touchdown, right? So again, Reed's best part of his game right now is his running ability. And we showed it right here. So next clip is going to be, excuse me, a nice creative play call by Klein for a nice 15, 20-yard pass here. This was almost, I don't think PFF counts this as play action, but I kind of count it as play action. It's a fake run that ends up being a pass. It gets defenders creeping in. So I thought this was a nice creative play call from Klein to help Reed, who was struggling throwing the ball, right, to help him get a nice, easy throw here. So let's go ahead and watch. Nice play design. Again, fake run. It gets the backers, gets everyone upfield here. So it creates this nice, easy throw, especially when Arkansas is playing off coverage up here, right? But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys all within, 4 yards line of scrimmage or so, all thinking he's going to run, and then he's able to throw a nice throw on the run here. Hits open receiver. Again, this is probably, a 15-yard? Hits his guy, hits his receiver in stride. This is probably 15, 20-ish, 20-yard throw, right? Ends up being a 20-yard completion. So good play by Reed. Would like to see a little bit more of that, right? Would like to see a little bit more play action, if you will. But hey, I'm a guy on YouTube talking, and Klein is way smarter than I'll ever be when it comes to football. All right, so here's a good scramble by Reed. This is what makes him dangerous at the moment. No one's open, going through progressions. Arkansas is only bringing 4. You can see they're in zone defense here. In zone defense, Marcel Reed takes off, picks up a first down. The game was tied right here. This is middle or getting close to the end of third quarter. Oh, yeah, you can see at the bottom of the screen. But tied here, ends up being a good first down for A&M. It's another one of his better plays of the day, just improvising. When the play breaks down, just improvising. And this next clip we're going to watch is the last touchdown of Reed. It's off play action. It's off A&M's probably best drive of the game, early-ish in the fourth quarter. I think they had 7, 8, 9 plays, majority runs, but I think Reed had 3 completions here after kind of going a stretch, not throwing the ball very well. He had 2 or 3 completions here, but they really established the line of scrimmage on this last drive here that they were able to take the lead. And you're going to see, because of the threat of the run, it gets people out of position. It's a nice, easy dump-off throw for Reed for a touchdown. Let's go ahead and play it. Boom. Okay. So we see a guy comes in motion, and Reed had 2. He was 2 of 5 off play action. This was one of the completions off play action. Again, only 17% of his dropbacks. I think he had 29 dropbacks if you include some of the scrambles, and they only had 5 attempts. Only 5 dropbacks, of his 29 dropbacks were play action. So I would have liked to see a little bit more play action. But regardless, nice play here. Everyone's out of position. Everyone thinks the run game's happening, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy doesn't really count. He's covering the receiver. Ends up being a nice dump off here. So when you get the run game going, I think it really does help. So maybe because the run game wasn't as effective till later in the game, they didn't do a lot of play action. Again, don't know. But regardless, I think if you're an A&M fan, you're just happy that Reed was able to do enough. I thought he showed glimpses. Again, not consistent. Let me move myself out of here. Not consistent like you want him to be, but definitely showed glimpses. So if you're an A&M fan, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. 1, what did you think of Marcel Reed's game yesterday against Arkansas? Again, we talked about it. Some ups, a lot of downs, but played well enough and at times was able to show glimpses and didn't make the mistakes that Arkansas's quarterback made. We talked about this in the game preview. If A&M just takes care of the ball and doesn't make the mistakes, but you let Arkansas's quarterback make a mistake, and he made 2 fumbles and a pick, right? You let him make the mistake, you are probably going to win the game, right? So even though it wasn't a perfect game, Arkansas's quarterback made way more mistakes than A&M's guy, right? But again, A&M fans, what were your thoughts of Reed's performance yesterday? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And let me know your thoughts also of moving forward. Who do you think will be the guy under center at quarterback? Who do you think it's going to be, and then who do you want it to be? Is it going to be Wigman this weekend, or is it going to be Reed against Mizzou? We'll have a game preview coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest, talking about what the A&M quarterbacks need to do to have success against Mizzou. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below about that as well. Wigman or Marcel Reed. Again, Marcel Reed, talented guy, as of now more comfortable with his legs, but shows enough passing that you know there is good potential there. Now it's just a consistency factor. So again, if you like this type of content, please consider like, share, and subscribe. We're just a big SEC quarterback hub. We put a lot of SEC quarterback content out, like these quick film breakdowns. So like, share, and subscribe. Keep following us along. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.